Okay, I've run into this guest in the vegetable area at the grocery store, I think, over at Heinen's at Wilson Mills, and today she's here to share another one of her family's favorite recipes. Welcome, Elaine Lind. Nice to see you.
Nice to be here with you today.
Get a little handshake in there.
It.
Okay, so you've gone over the top this time. You got a whole bunch going on. We got a hot pan. What are we going to put in here?
Yes, we're going to put in butter. We're going to do cheesy potatoes, and you have to remember, mom chefs make comfort foods.
Okay.
And then we're going to add. Yeah, that's cooking up really fast.
I told you it's hot, huh?
And I'm going to put the cheese in it. This is shredded.
So this is like a sauce for potatoes?
Yes, this is a sauce for potatoes. And then we're going to put the sour cream in, you know, a little bit of Hungarian stuff going on again here.
You're part Hungarian?
All Hungarian.
Ooh. Did you bring your paprika today?
I didn't.
No. I've never seen a Hungarian travel out there, paprika.
I know, that's true. And then I'm going to put in the scallions.
Okay. So what you've done today is you sort of put together a whole dinner that you can make, and a lot of it can be put away and frozen or refrigerated and used for leftovers or saved for a big meal. Cook it ahead.
Yes, and that's what we need today because all the women are working and
you weren't working when I saw you at Heinen's.
No, I'm retired.
You're retired?
This is what I love to do, though.
Okay, so we got that sauce going a little bit. Okay, so what happens next?
Okay, the next thing, these are cooked the day before, and I put them in the
mashed potatoes?
No, these are actually shredded.
Oh, shredded.
Rice or shredded.
Okay.
And so I buttered the bottom of this already, and this is something you can make, and you freeze this. You freeze everything up, so you have your entrees at least.
But we're going to make layers before we freeze it, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so some of this goes on there?
Some of that will go on.
Do you want me to do it?
Not yet. It's
Not
got to
yet?
be stirred. You can stir that a little bit longer.
Okay, so how many layers do we do of this and that?
2.
Okay, so you put 1 layer of potato in there.
Right.
And then we put all of that or just half of it?
Well, I don't know. Whatever you want, whatever you think. If you want it really, really good, you put all of it. If you don't, then you just put
I want it crummy, so I'm not going to put any in. What are you talking about?
I know.
That's beautiful.
Well, okay, so I'm just going to do this for...
Give you an idea, right?
Yeah, just put a little bit on it here and there.
Okay.
And you don't want to soak it, and you don't want to move it around because that's why I use the fork, too. Because you don't want mashed potatoes. You want it to remain grated.
Okay, so I got you.
Yeah.
So the more you mess with it, the less good it is.
You just want to lay it in there.
It makes it stay looking nice, too.
Right, and so this is what you do.
Another layer of potatoes.
Like that, yeah, and then you do
And how long do you bake this in the oven then?
You bake it at about 375 until you see it kind of boil up a little bit.
Bubble and get a little brown and beautiful?
It's all cooked, yeah, brown and very nice. We have one in the oven.
Okay, we got that. We understand that game. What's going on over here now?
Okay, this is another entree that you can make ahead of time.
This goes nice with it. Looks like a brisket.
This is a Angus brisket, beef brisket, and I brought it like this just so that you can see what the cut looks like. It's a full cut. The best thing to do, David, is you go to somebody you know, butcher, and you say, can you bring one from the back? And they get a fresh one out, and it's wonderful.
They trim it for you?
They trim it for me.
How much fat do you want to leave on it?
You know, I left this one doesn't have any fat on it because I had them cut it off. But this one here does have a little fat, and it's really, really delicious.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like. Before I put that in there, I want you to see that this one is cut in there, that's finished. It's going to be cut down like that. And then you're going to cut it whatever size is. But the key to this is when you make it, it cooks 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Now, do you cook it first before you cut it?
Yes, you cook it first, and then you put it into the your refrigerator overnight without the juice.
Okay, this is after you cook it.
Right,
so
because
you season it up, you put it in there, and you roast it at what temperature, how long?
Where I put it at 400, then I turn it down to 300, and then I put the top back on, the top on, and then I cook it up for 4 hours for 275.
Okay, so that's going to make it tender. So then you put it in the fridge so that you can slice it easier.
Yes, and also then you change out you separate the au jus in it because you want the fat
later.
and you want the fat to roll up so you get that all out of there.
Let me turn this off because we forgot about that. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to bring some stuff out of the oven so you guys can see some of these finished products. While I get this out, what's going on with it? Is that a real angel food cake you made over there or what?
Yeah, it is. It's real.
It looks beautiful.
And you got to have a little dessert for when your people come over, and everybody loves this. And this is homemade. I made it this morning, and you could put kiwi with it. You can put anything you want with it. Just enjoy it and enjoy the people around your table, because that's what it's all about.
That looks beautiful. You know what else looks beautiful? Your potatoes. I just took them out of the oven.
Oh,
just
look at those.
Look at that.
They look great.
You made that.
Yes,
you made that,
I did.
Elaine. What do you think of that? Okay, and then you know, the recipe's on the website, so you can figure out what she's talking about with the meat. But you cook it first, all whole, then you refrigerate it overnight, and then when you take it out of the refrigerator, that's when you slice it down the middle, make it into these beautiful tender slices, and then add the juice back in, right?
Exactly. Is that beautiful? And
Yeah.
this is your entree. So when you come home from work, you can make some sides, mushrooms. The other thing I want to say about this cut, because it is an expensive cut, and you don't want to make it into a pot roast. If you want pot roast, you get a chuck roast.
Right.
So this is an expensive piece of meat, and it is true, but it is delicious. So I want to show you how much au jus.
You're done showing us, you know. They're waving at me. They're saying you're done today, Elaine.
I see them. And if you could just...
I see it, but I don't care. I see it, but I don't care.
So there you go. That's what you do.
Great.
And you put salt, pepper on it, and garlic. Use the powder because it's a little stronger.
You can see she's a mom because she gets the last word in. Thank you very
Yes.
much. She's now the 5-star home chef, Miss Elaine. And of course, go online and get these beautiful recipes. And this stuff is all delicious because it's mom tested.